our Catholic Rush Week launch meeting, which looks a little bit different than it does in other years. I'm joined here with several other people who've helped me to plan Catholic Rush Week over these last couple of months, and especially these last couple of weeks as we've gotten ready to welcome students back. So I know this is a really unique and kind of uncharted time that we're living into, but I just want to thank everybody who's here, which is our Fab 5 team, which consists of myself, Father Evan from the Newman Center staff, the two chapter leaders, Jasmine and Michael from SPO, and Pat from Focus, as well as a couple of our key student leaders who could be here with us, and a few that we'll be speaking on behalf of as we get ready for this week. But just want to welcome you all back to campus, and we want to make this a really great start to the year, knowing that we're kind of entering uncertain times, and there's a lot of exciting opportunities. So basically over the summer, we've all worked collaboratively to try to get ready for this. Like I mentioned, we've made some different adjustments over the last week and a half as new guidelines have come out from Ohio State. And so the Catholic Rush Week that we have planned is really fun and exciting, but will also, there will be limitations, which we'll talk about this evening, to the number of people that can gather in person and to some of the virtual events that we'll be holding. So anyhow, the way that we want to go about this is just going through the week chronologically. So I'll invite some of the members who've helped to plan Catholic Rush Week that are present here to come up and talk about those events in various ways that you, returning students, can get involved. Many of you have been involved in many Catholic Rush Weeks before, and I'm sure you're wondering how you can get involved and what you should know as you're meeting students on campus and want to get them involved in our wonderful Catholic community. So today is Saturday, August 22nd. Tomorrow is what would start Catholic Rush Week, August 23rd. So tomorrow afternoon, actually tomorrow morning, I know there'll be a Bible study training in the morning that many of you who will be watching this will be at virtually. In the afternoon from 1 to 4 p.m. out in the Newman Center garden, we will have t-shirts for all of our student leaders, all of our returning students, all of our partners, collaborators, people who are involved in our Catholic Rush Week events and beyond. And so for all of our returning students, involved students, student leaders, I invite you to come out to the garden tomorrow to get the Buckeye Catholic t-shirt and wear that out on campus this week to invite people into our community and certainly wear it beyond. So that's happening tomorrow, Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. We do have masks on the way as well. And just a special shout out to the Fab 5 team who's helped with kind of creating the design for the t-shirts, as well as our very loved student, Sarah Lytle, who helped us create a logo that we're using for our banners and our mask and those sorts of things. So the masks will not be here tomorrow, unfortunately, but they will be here throughout the week. So as you're kind of out and around campus, here at the Newman Center for any of the Catholic Rush Week events, we should have those available to returning students. Also, many of you students know that tomorrow evening, though there's not an in-person involvement fair, there will be the virtual involvement fair. So I know a lot of our student leaders will be involved with that. And there's a lot of our Catholic Rush Week information that will be up on their virtual platforms, which is really exciting. So thanks to SPO, thanks to BCAT, thanks to CRS and any other student orgs that are utilizing the materials that we've gotten ready to welcome people into the Catholic community. And then as we go on through the week, Monday evening we have what's going to be an amazing race. Bonnie Thibault, who's our peer minister for social events, will be here in a little while, and she'll be sharing with us at the end of our meeting tonight a little bit about a new initiative that she's doing as our peer minister for social events. So we'll hand it over to Bonnie when she gets here to talk about Monday evening's amazing race. So we'll go on to Tuesday. So Tuesday evening, we will have both our opening day mass here in the main sanctuary of the Newman Center for all students, and Father Evan is going to say a word about that. And then BCAT will be speaking to that afterwards. Why don't I invite Annie up to talk about BCAT? Thanks, Annie. And Father Evan will just
Hi there. Sorry, it's a little hectic running both tech and speaking, but we're honored to have you. So this Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. we'll have our Mass of the Holy Spirit that will be held here in the main sanctuary space. And come, please wear red or scarlet, as we say here at The Ohio State. But will be the opening day mass, and please RSVP online for that at buckeyecatholic.com. Just so that we can help welcome everyone safely. So again, we look forward to seeing you on Tuesday for our opening day mass.
And Annie will talk to us about our first BCAT of the semester, which we will be holding this Tuesday evening.
Yeah, so I am Annie O'Friel. I'm the president of BCAT this year. We will be having BCAT this semester, which is amazing. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be live streaming it here from Newman. So we'll still have speakers, we'll still have announcements and worship and stuff, but we'll just have the leadership team here at Newman, and we'll have everybody else who wants to join in, have it be over Zoom. So what we're going to be doing with that is to have a Google form sent out that you'll register for. You'll put your name, your year, your email, and once you do that, you will then get the Zoom invitation link, and you'll click that link, and then it will send you to an official Zoom registration. Then from there, that will give you all the information of, when to watch it and the passcode and all of that. But what you also have to do is you only have to click that registration once, because it's going to be a recurring Zoom meeting. So you just have to register once. You'll show up each Tuesday at 7:45 p.m. This year. We're going to do it a little bit earlier. But what we're also encouraging, which is going to be really fun, and more information will come out about this in the next few days, but we're really encouraging watch parties for BCAT, watch parties. Still proper social distancing, no more than groups of 10, but we're really encouraging households to watch BCAT together. If you have less than 10 in your household, then invite some people who maybe don't live in household or are on campus or something, or just outside of households to just groups of 10, and even in the dorms as well. We're going to be encouraging dorms to, within one dorm, because students living on campus can't go to dorms that they don't live in, but within one dorm, encourage having watch parties for BCAT and stuff. So that way we can still have the fellowship, the small group aspect, but just on a smaller scale. And even if you are just watching BCAT individually over the Zoom, we're still going to have small group breakout sessions from there. So you don't have to watch BCAT in a watch party if you can't. But we're going over the next couple days and weeks and stuff, as we kind of just get into the groove of BCAT. We're probably going to be contacting maybe different people, other student leaders, people in household, to see if they'd be willing to host these watch parties. But yeah, the Google form will probably go live at some point tomorrow afternoon. But from there, just share it with everyone. We'll put it on the Facebook page. We'll probably post it on our BCAT Instagram as well, but just text it to as many people as possible. The goal is to have it live by the time of the involvement fair. But yeah, we're really excited for BCAT. I'm glad that we're still able to have it, just in a different way.
Thank you so much, Annie. And as we kind of continue on through the week, Wednesday evening CRS we'll be having, they'll be hosting a sort of book study type discussion over Zoom at 8 p.m. that evening. And basically that discussion will be on the first showing of Immigration Nation on Netflix. And so they're asking anyone who would like to join them to watch that prior to the 8 p.m. discussion. Similarly, you would sign up online, and you can find all of the sign-up information, including what Annie was just mentioning about BCAT, on buckeyecatholic.com/welcome. So we'll say that a few more times tonight, buckeyecatholic.com/welcome. But Wednesday evening, again, you would sign up on the welcome site. You'd receive the Zoom link for the 8 p.m. discussion, and then just sometime by 7 p.m. that evening, make sure that you watch the first episode of Immigration Nation. And this would be the first of a 5-week series, too, that CRS would be holding. So they're excited to get this started on Wednesday. And then Thursday, SPO will be hosting men's and women's nights, as they always do, starting Catholic Rush Week. And so Jaslyn and Michael from SPO and from the Fab Five will come up and talk about that.
Yeah, so Thursday we're doing Women's Night, and it's gonna obviously look different like everything else. So typically Women's Night, we would want to welcome people back to a household so that they can become familiar with student life off campus. So this year we're going to be splitting that into 4 different households, and we'll be spreading people out over the course of the evening so it's not all at once. So we're encouraging both men and women, if you go to the welcome page, they have phone numbers. For the women, that is Anna Hamrock, and then she will give you directions from there on like which house to go to and what time slot. We will be tie-dyeing masks, so white masks, they'll be tie-dyed. So if you don't have enough masks already, or you're just looking to spruce up your wardrobe, we'll be tie-dyeing a lot of masks that night.
Great. And for the men, I decided right like 30 seconds ago that we're going to be doing poker night at one of the men's houses / focus house / possibly other houses. So we've been changing a lot based off all the new stuff that's been going on. But I think we can safely do a poker night, kind of like the women doing tie-dye night. So also there's a phone number. Kevin McBride is the guy. So the guys will reach out to Kevin, and he will kind of direct them where to go and which house to be at. So thanks for, nature of the game. We got to be flexible right now. So we're doing poker. So here we go.
Awesome. Thanks, Michael. And again, buckeyecatholic.com/welcome. And all this information that we're talking about, you could find there and get in touch with the proper people to find out more information, if you'd like to get involved and are not already. So then Friday, from 1 to 5, we will have Adoration here in the main sanctuary. We'll be starting our Friday Adoration. Normally that happens in our chapel. That will be happening here in the main sanctuary this semester. So I'm gonna hand it over to Father Evan to share any more information he may have.
Yeah, again, we will be restarting our regular schedule of adoration on Fridays. It will be happening from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. here in the main sanctuary space. The Blessed Sacrament will be on exposition in the monstrance, and benediction will occur at 5 p.m. before the 5:30 Mass. Sign-ups are online. You can find those if you go to the Buckeye Catholic 2020-2021 Facebook group page, or contact Alana Restifo. She has more of the info. She coordinates all of this and is always looking for more volunteers to just spend an hour in prayer with the Blessed Sacrament. So please consider signing up for that.
Thanks so much, Father Evan. Next, I want to invite up Christian Craig, who has worked to help organize an outdoor game day for Saturday, the 29th. Christian.
Yeah, so Saturday we'll be having games at Tuttle Park. There's a 7-hour window. Of course, we can't have so many people there at once, so there is a Sign Up Genius on the welcome page for you to sign up for a time slot. There are 40-minute time slots, and don't worry, we always have 5 minutes in between for us to sanitize all the equipment. So we'll have things like cornhole and possibly croquet and a couple other activities throughout the park, so everyone can have a good time. It should just be a very relaxed day to end the week. Thanks.
All right. And then next Saturday and Sunday is what the Newman Center would normally call our Welcome Weekend. And as many of you know of our tradition, the Sunday of the Involvement Fair, we give out plants, housewarming plants to all of our new and returning students who are at the Involvement Fair. And since the Involvement Fair looks a little bit different tomorrow, we will still be able to hand out our plants to all of our new and returning students that are here at the Newman Center after Masses next weekend. So Saturday, August 29th, and Sunday, August 30th, we hope that you'll stop out in the garden and pick out your favorite plant as we all start the year together strong. So I'm really excited that we're able to have all of these wonderful opportunities to connect with one another in the Catholic community as we get started this school year. Special thanks to everybody who's here and those who aren't, that have done a lot of work and switched a lot of plans up to just follow and make sure that it's as safe as possible as we all return to campus. But as we're all excited to be back together in community as well. There's a few other initiatives that some of our planning teams have also put together for this week, just general outreach, things we want you, the returning students and student leaders, to know, things that you can be involved in. And so I'm gonna invite Jaslyn and Pat, who's our focused team leader, to come up and share a little bit about a few of the various things going on that you can actually, again, find at buckeyecatholic.com/welcome, but they're gonna guide you through some of those things. So, thank you both.
Perfect. So we have a flyer that has all of this information, but in a simplified version, just for advertising. And that flyer will be in the dorms. We actually printed, I believe it was 370 of them. So there will be flyers everywhere. And on the bottom of that flyer is a QR code. So if somebody were to hold their camera up to that, they would be brought to the welcome page that we've been talking about. That welcome page has more details on each event. Like I said, phone numbers or contacts, addresses, time slots, sign-up sheets. So it has all of that, but it actually also has a form where they can put their name, their email, their interests, and if they want to sign up for a Bible study or a small group. So that QR code's really important. I do want to say we're going to make a personal connection with people, so get to know them, and then I encourage you to have the QR code handy on you in case they need that more information. But we're here to build relationships, so get to know them first and build that connection with them, and then guide them to these specific events.
Sweet. Yeah, and along with that QR code, we do want everyone who we meet to be able to fill out that QR code, because members of each ministry, BCAT, SPO, and Focus will meet up to kind of break this list down and make sure that everyone who signifies interest does get contacted afterwards. So make sure people fill out that QR code, but if you really hit it off with someone, grab their number as well so that you can meet up with them again. Invite them into your own Bible study. That's totally okay. We just want to make sure at the end of the day, we'd rather have someone get texted twice for 2 different Bible studies rather than not at all. And also with that, anyone who fills out the QR code will be entered into a drawing for free Chick-fil-A, which is a big deal. So if someone is worried about not what'll happen if they fill out the QR code, just say, hey, you could actually win free Chick-fil-A if you fill this out. So strongly encourage people to fill it out, and then we'll have a random drawing for free Chick-fil-A at the end. So.
Awesome. Thank you both so much. Next, I wanted to invite up Bonnie Tebow, who's our peer minister for social events. I mentioned Bonnie earlier. So Bonnie, if you can run us through Monday's Amazing Race, Newman Center Pals, chalking, and any other things that you wanted to mention.
Okay. Hello, everyone watching. So first of all, on Monday, we are having the Amazing Race. It's going to be the most amazing race you ever take part in. So basically what it is, there's going to be a window between 6 and 6:45 on Monday. Anyone who wants to take part in the race can come within that window. There's going to be a table set up somewhere. You'll find in the back, in the front, I don't there will be a table, and you will come and find us, and you will get assigned a position, your starting point on campus. We're hoping to have at least like 30 groups of 3 to 4 people each, each group having a group leader, of course. So really quick, if you are a student at Ohio State and would like to volunteer for the Amazing Race, we could really use a little more support. Like 10 more people would be great. So if you want to volunteer, you can always go to the Facebook, the Buckeye Catholic Facebook for 2020-2021, and I did post a little while ago a sign-up sheet for anyone interested. And so throughout the race, there's going to be 8 to 10 spots. Each one is going to have a different really embarrassing challenge that you'll have to do. Your group leader is going to either take a picture or a video, send it to a group me, and at the end, there's going to be a compilation of all the videos so you can laugh at yourself at the end. And there will be winners as well. Are we doing prizes? Yeah, there will be prizes, so that's another initiative why you should come. So it's going to be super fun. Yeah, Newman Center Pals. Everybody at Ohio State should join Newman Center Pals. It's going to be really cool. It's for everyone. If you're the least involved student, if you've never been to the Newman Center, you should do it. If you're the most involved student, if you do everything, you should do it. If you're an incoming freshman, if you're a graduating senior, you should do it. If you go to the BuckeyeCatholic.com website, you can go to the welcome page, sign up there, read a better description of what it is. But essentially, we're trying to pair up upperclassmen with lowerclassmen as a mentor. You'll get a mentor, a friendship, and we're trying to start a virtual community with it as well. If you are a upperclassman and you're not very involved, you are always welcome to join the cohort, which is going to be comprised of upperclassmen who are trying to gain a little more community, get a little more involved, and yeah, so there's something for everyone. You should do it. Chalking. So I'm hoping to get a little more advertising for the events that we're going to be doing. If anyone is interested in chalking around campus with me, that'd be great to get some advertisement out about Crush Week. It'd be great. If you want to help, anything else? Okay, I think I'm done. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Funny. Cool. So next I wanted to invite up Matt to talk a little bit about some outreach initiatives and just encouragement for everyone as we go into this week.
So my name is Matthew Turek. And as I was sitting there reflecting, I think for our whole community, I was reminded of the fact that we as Christians are the light of the world and the salt of the earth. That no matter where we go in the world, we bring light into places that are dark. In our world today, there's a lot of darkness. And I think that we can agree on that. That there's so much fear and there's so much anxiety in the midst of all that's going on in our world. But we as Christians have the opportunity to bring light into that dark world. So throughout this week, what's going to be occurring is that we as students are going to be going out into campus to go and talk to people about the good news, right? So what can that look like? So during time blocks throughout our days for the next week, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., and then from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., we as individuals are going to be going out and meeting people and inviting them simply into relationship, right? So we have all of these opportunities throughout the week, all of these wonderful events that we can invite them to, but also it's just nice to have conversation with people. That there are so many people that haven't really conversed and had a real conversation with someone in months. So we have the great opportunity to go out and meet people, build relationship, get phone numbers, use the QR code, whatever it might be, and meet people and show them that there's actually light in the world. So in the midst of that, within these time blocks, we will be sending individuals who will act as point people at different locations. So within each of these time blocks, and all of this information will be shared, there will be individuals who you can call, you can meet up with. If you need encouragement, if you need prayer for boldness as you go out to go and talk to new people, as well as people who will be able to disperse us into different areas like the Oval, in the area of the RPAC, things like that. So throughout this week, all we're looking for is to meet people and invite them into the full and abundant life that Jesus has for us.
Thanks so much, Matthew. So just a couple last things to kind of close us up as we launch into Catholic Brush Week. For anyone who happens to meet any new students, or anyone who happens to meet grad students, we just wanted to let you know about a couple of just ways that we can get them tapped into the community as well. And again, just kind of to echo back to like what Pat had said earlier about making sure that when we do meet people, let's get them on our contact list as well as like connecting with them individually and staying in touch. But I wanted to invite Christian back up to talk about New Beginnings. He's one of the co-recs. And New Beginnings will be happening just a little bit differently this year for our first year students.
So like Laura said, I'm Christian. I'm a co-rec for the New Beginnings retreat. It's a retreat especially for freshmen. We organize it in a way for freshmen to learn more about their transition from high school to college, as well as all the things that go on in the community for them to get involved in. So the retreat will be virtual this year. It'll be Saturday, September 12th. From 9 to 12:30, with the opportunity for the freshmen to meet with their small groups in person throughout the weekend. So the more freshmen, the better. If you're a freshman or if you know any freshmen, we want to make a great experience for everyone involved. This is, of course, an unknown time. So a great way for first years to get involved in the community. I think this is one of the very best, and we're going to try our hardest to make everyone proud and feel safe and welcome. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Christian. And I want to invite Father Evan to say a little something about if you bump into grad students who are looking to get involved and connected in the Catholic community.
Yeah, so if you've been watching this and you're thinking, wow, this is all awesome, this is a lot of great programming, but it also sounds like it's all for undergrad students, and I'm working on my PhD. Well, good news, we do actually have something for you, whether you're working on your graduate degrees, whether you've already graduated or you've started your career, or maybe you're just trying to figure life out after college still. We have a group called Newman 2030. It's a group for young adults and young professionals. We meet every Thursday, and we meet online at this time. So if you want more information, please email me at ecummings@buckeyecatholic.com, and I'll help hook you up and let you know more about the group. So thank you.
Thanks, Father Evan. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. We're with you all in prayer as we get started this semester. We're excited to be back together. We're excited to enter into the semester safely and with the excitement and the joy that our community has to offer. So let's welcome all of the Buckeye Catholics back to campus and have a great start to the year.